Hello, and today we're doing a little fun Christmas card using the Warm and Toasty set. As you can see, we've got some shiny paper, we've got silvery paper and Christmas feel paper, and that's in the Feels Like Frost paper and the Feels Like Frost paper is lovely because it gives you a piece that has a picture on one side and is silvery, icy feel to the other side. And then we're also using some of the lovely little shapes from the Warm and Toasty set. Just to show you, this is the Warm and Toasty set. So you get lots there. I just love the polar bears. I love the big polar bear, and the little polar bear is really cute. And you get a nice little set of singing rabbits, a couple of little mice, and a nice little reindeer. And some nice little sayings. I think quite a fun card for Christmas for children or people with a bit of a sense of humour. And the lovely thing about this is you can do whatever colouring you want. So the fab thing about the polar bears is obviously they're not very colourful because they're white, which is brilliant. So I'm just going to show you how to put this together. I've gone for my card base as Seaside Spray. So I'm keeping that sort of blue feel to it. Or anyway, let's have a go. I'll show you how to do it. So you'll need to start with your card base of Seaside Spray. So just a normal size card base and Seaside Spray. Now then, I've cut out already some strips of the Feels Like Frost paper. And you can decide. So sometimes you could decide if you wanted to have all silvers or you could have the pictures. In this instance, I'm going to have, I can't get that one up. I think in this instance, I'm going to have all silveries. So I've looked at both sides and I think I'm going to go for it. So I've got your different patterns. You can just make sure you're happy with the layout of your patterns. And they're relatively straightforward so I'm just going to put a little bit of... Now the reason I'm using the liquid glue, I've got Tombow glue for this, is because you might want to just wiggle them around a bit. So I'm not going to put it right at the very bottom. I'm just going to come up a little bit and put my first one in. And then I'm going to put the one in at the top. That way I can then move things around in between. So here's my one for the top. And again, I'm just going to try and make sure it's all lining up roughly in the same way. It's nice and straight. And so you can wiggle it just a little bit still because you've used the wet glue. And stick on the remaining panels. So this is really straightforward. And the thing I love about this paper is because it is silver and white, it will go with absolutely anything. So you can make it more colourful if you wanted, or you might find that you can use the picture, you like the picture side, and you can use that. Or you might find that you prefer one of the silver patterns on the back. There's that one. Whoops, just going to pull that up a bit, make sure it all sticks in. And this is my first. So this is a really, really easy card, but also quite an easy card to make if you wanted, if some children wanted to make cards as well, which is quite a fun one for them to do. So there's the base of the card. Look how easy that is. That's really simple, isn't it? And you've got all those lovely shapes showing. Now, the next bit I had is I cut out an oval shape, because if you look back at my original card, in behind, I thought it was better, instead of putting the polar bear straight onto this quite busy background, we're going to put him onto a little topper. So I'm going to take the oval, and then I'm just going to, here's my polar bear. Now this polar bear, so let me show you my two polar bears side by side. This polar bear was done with balmy blue and I can't remember, Night of Navy in the colouring for the scarf and the hat. This polar bear is done in smoky slate and Seaside Spray. So you can see, you could do completely contrasting colours. You could have some lovely purples. You could go with something like rich raspberry and fuchsia pinks, or you could go down the yellow and oranges. It depends entirely what sort of colour way you want your polar bear to have. And the other constituent parts I've got are my little Warm and Toasty wishes. And just to give it a bit of an interest, I've just cut it slightly on an angle. And I've also got, and I don't think this will come across very easily, actually, let me see if I can show you. Let me get that out of the way for a second. This lovely, lovely shimmery ribbon. It's quite a tough ribbon. And actually, where is it? And actually, I've just put my ribbon along the bottom there. Can you see? So that's where we're going to start. So actually, I'm going to take my oval and just put a little wiggle of glue along the bottom. And then I'm going to stick my ribbon slap bang in the middle there. And then I'm just going to have my Warm and Toasty wishes, which, as you can see from the one, just goes slightly above it. So you've got a hint of ribbon sticking out underneath. And that's all you need, is a little hint of ribbon. And then I'm just going to take my polar bear. Now I have my polar bear skate just above the T for Toasty. And I popped him on so you can still see the oval sticking out behind him. So all I did was I put my glue in the middle of my bear, like that. And pick up the whole thing. And I'm just going to stick some dimensionals on the back. So get your base again, and then you can just pop your oval. There we go. I'm going to put mine in the middle. And there you go. There's another warm and toasty. There we go. Enjoy, and I hope you love the warm and toasty set. Thank you very much.